The Pittsburgh Steelers are heading into the 2025 NFL season with one of the most talked about moves of the offseason, signing Aaron Rodgers. But with all the hype around Rodgers joining the Steelers, questions loom large. Can this veteran quarterback finally help Pittsburgh end its playoff drought? ESPN analyst Mike Tannenbaum isn't buying it. He openly doubts that Rodgers can lead the Steelers to a playoff victory this year, and the reasons go beyond just age. Rodgers turns 42 in December, and Tannenbaum points out a major concern: the lack of an off-season program for him to get fully acclimated with his new team. He believes that even in the best-case scenario, the Steelers' offense would rank only third best in the AFC North. With powerhouses like the Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals in the division, that's a tall order. Tannenbaum gives credit to Rodgers for making one more run, but he's skeptical this partnership will deliver playoff success. Let's break down why Tannenbaum isn't convinced. Rodgers hasn't been the same player since his back-to-back NFL MVP seasons years ago. Over the past 3 seasons, Rodgers played 2 full campaigns between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. His numbers tell the story: a 63.8% completion rate, about 223 yards per game, 54 touchdowns, but 23 interceptions as well. On top of that, a torn Achilles injury slowed him down during that stretch. At 42, it's hard to imagine Rodgers suddenly returning to his MVP form. But the Steelers' challenges extend beyond Rodgers' age and health. The team hasn't won a playoff game since 2017, and their recent postseason history is rough. Over the last 7 years, they've lost 4 wildcard games, and in 3 other seasons, they didn't even qualify for the playoffs despite finishing at .500 or better. Their competition is stiff, not only within the AFC North, but across the entire AFC conference. Former Steelers safety Ryan Clark weighed in on this debate on ESPN's Get Up. For Clark, the Steelers need 2 things to define success in 2025: Rodgers staying healthy and performing above average in the passing game, and the team winning at least 1 playoff game. Clark noted that Mike Tomlin's squad has struggled to get past the first round in nearly a decade. So for him, a playoff win, maybe even reaching the divisional round or an AFC championship game, would be a successful season. He's not expecting a Super Bowl, just progress. Dan Graziano, another ESPN analyst, agrees that getting that elusive first playoff win would be a solid achievement for the Steelers. But he also recognizes the possibility of failure. If the season falls apart, a losing record could position the Steelers to draft their quarterback of the future, a potentially brighter path ahead. Graziano pointed out Rodgers' recent time with the Jets, reminding fans that Rodgers is in the latter stage of his career. Injuries and inconsistency have been the norm lately. For Steelers fans, it seems like there are only 2 acceptable outcomes: a playoff run or a rebuild centered around a fresh quarterback. This creates a fascinating dynamic for Pittsburgh. Rodgers is a Hall of Famer with a legendary career, but this chapter may be about passing the torch. Can he push the Steelers back into relevance? Or is this a last hurrah before the team starts over? Steelers fans are holding their breath. The pressure is on Rodgers to stay healthy and produce at a level that justifies this bold move. Meanwhile, the Steelers' defense and supporting cast will have to be strong enough to compete in one of the toughest divisions in football. If they fail to win that first playoff game, questions about Tomlin's coaching and the team's overall direction will intensify. But a win or 2 could buy them more time and maybe even spark a surprising postseason run. What do you think? Can Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers break the streak and finally get that playoff win in 2025? Or is this a season to set the stage for a future rebuild? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more NFL analysis, and share this video with your football friends. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest sports insights. Thanks for watching. We'll be following the Steelers season closely and bringing you all the updates you need. This is the NFL, and every season brings a new story. Will Rodgers rewrite his legacy in Pittsburgh? Time will tell. Stay tuned.